Page 132. Narcissistic supply. I am not enough. Most of us are not comfortable with ourselves. It is a sad statement on how we are socialized. Perhaps it is an adherence to codes of conduct that reward us for being self-effacing. For example, pride goeth before a fall. Most people tend to lack that ability to exhale and say, I am just fine. As such, we often feel we need to rationalize our existence, usually by doing something that feels important. Our inner worlds are devalued because others cannot directly observe them. Bring home straight A's. Good. Spend time thinking about how to solve a problem. Not useful unless it yields something. Now, for most people, this lack of comfort with themselves is just a few little neurotic things. I tend to be shy. I wish my hair was longer. But we settle into ourselves and are okay with that. However, many people remain doers, doing things to make up for their belief that they themselves are not enough. This can be damaging in the relationship space because a healthy relationship should not require that much doing. Or whatever doing there is comes naturally. Collaboration, respect, mutuality, shared values, and kindness are not really activities or tasks. They are ways of being. However, too often, if we are not doing, there is a risk of boredom. This is particularly pronounced in younger people. In the early phase of a relationship, courtship is characterized by doing, gift giving, devising creative dates, finding new restaurants, and just discovering a new person. With time, in the presence of mutuality, the need to do starts fading away, and the day-to-day beneficence of a relationship kicks in, ideally. Page 133. In a relationship, when your partner is not engaging in a mutual way, and you feel that the only way to keep the relationship afloat and to keep your partner content is to keep doing things, stay fit, look good, clean the house, make his life easy, buy her things, then that becomes your pattern. In addition, you may need to be yet another bringer of admiration into your partner's life, telling him, oh, you're so attractive. Oh, you're so smart. You're so successful. You're so sexy. You're so cool. Awesome. All this stuff you need to bring day after day after day can be labeled narcissistic supply. It is as though you are a cargo ship delivering supplies ranging from validation to admiration to groceries day in and day out. Think of it as a cargo ship that keeps coming into the harbor. The tough aspect of narcissistic supply is that for the narcissist, it is never enough. The narcissist is like a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much you put in, you can never fill it up. The phrase, I never feel like I am enough, is the mantra of the person in the narcissistic relationship. That's because to your narcissistic partner, you are not. No one is. Nothing is. So you keep accumulating narcissistic supply and bringing it to your partner for months, years, or decades. It is exhausting, but it gives you something to do, and that is often what keeps you on the hook. The erroneous belief then becomes, if I deliver enough supplies often enough, then all will be well. Or things will get better. If things are not going well, then I will deliver more supply. In the process of doing this, you stop taking care of yourself and you yourself become narcissistic supply and become depleted, wrecked, with self doubt, and ultimately exhausted. These cargo ships tends to be a one-way venture, delivering imports into a port that offers no exports. Your ship leaves the narcissist's harbor empty time and time again. What is even crueler about the concept of narcissistic supply is the fact that over time it gets stale, like food in a warehouse. After years or decades of providing it, your narcissist may start looking for other suppliers. They may be family members, friends, mistresses, flirty co workers, or underlings in the workplace. As your supplies get stale, you will often feel that no matter how much you do, the fresh new supply that other people bring is judged as the somehow better by your narcissistic partner. It can be a harrowing feeling after doing it for years and then having it dropped in favor of others, or if your supply is devalued or not welcomed in the same way it once was. Psychologically, healthy human beings nourish themselves from the inside. They do not need supply, and other people in their world should not be in the role of having to serve them that way. By thinking about it in terms of narcissistic supply, however,